Matthew Park here with Peak Mindset. Welcome to this episode today. We're going to talk today about how to build a powerful, positive, strong self-image. One that allows you to step into your full power. But let me ask yourself first, do you find yourself second-guessing yourself? Making decisions slowly, if not at all? Do you find yourself having no self-respect or little self-love for yourself? Do you find yourself feeling unworthy or undervalued or not appreciate yourself very much? These are things that really are affected by a low self-image of yourself. What we want to do today is we want to talk to you about how we can actually share principles, 5 principles that can help you build a stronger, more positive self-image that will really help you step into your power and be the best version of yourself. It will make a massive difference in all the areas of your life. So here's the first one, guys. The first principle is don't be too hard on yourself. So many times in our life, we go into things and we find fault in everything we do. We criticize ourselves. We look at the negative. We look at the ways we didn't do right, and we put all of our focus into those elements. Instead, we don't focus on the things that went well or went good, or how we can improve. We can actually learn this process to become better next time. So I encourage you to look at yourself and these things that you do and minimize the areas in your life where you criticize yourself. That inner voice or inner story in your mind that comes up that says, you didn't do a very good job. Why did you happen to do that? What happened there? Those little voices will control how you feel about yourself. So instead, you want to reframe your thought process. You want to reprogram that thought process in your mind where you focus on, how can I learn from this? How can I look at the good in this? How can I see the positive in this situation? How can I see the solution in this problem? How can I look at this challenge as a learning opportunity to become better next time? These are ways you can reframe so you stop looking at yourself as a means of being hard on yourself and criticizing yourself, and therefore come out more with a positive mindset. The second thing is reframing your inner story. Your inner story is very powerful because we all have beliefs, we all have stories in our mind. Now, the inner story is that little voice in the mind that comes in when things are happening, saying you aren't good enough. Why did you do that? Basically this inner story is controlling your results in your life. Now, however your inner story is, will be a reflection of how people respond to you. Because however you think of yourself in your inner story is the way people will respond and react towards you in return. Think of that very closely, because that is one of the most important things. People think in their life they don't have no money, they're broke, they're in a bad job, they can't get results in their training or their business, they have a bad relationship, no one likes them, they can't find a soulmate, all these things, all these challenges and problems. But the problem is their inner story does not reflect appropriately to what they want in their life. They have to reprogram that inner story to allow the good to come in. And that comes for a more positive self-image, because the inner story will actually control the self-image of ourselves. If the wrong inner story is taking place, therefore the reflection that we project to people and in life in general is incorrect. And that will actually bring the not good things into our life. In fact, if you focus, inner stories focus on you never can find a soulmate, well, guess what? You're going to never find a soulmate. You're never going to find someone that you actually can attract, because all you're focusing on is how you can never find somebody, or there's no one in this life that actually will fit me, or I always want to be single. These are the things that hold us back to finding that soulmate or find that person that you want to have in your life. The same thing goes for your business. You're focused on, you can never find somebody in your business that actually will allow you to stay on board and be truthful and be honest. But your inner story is, it is never even possible. You can't even believe and fathom that. So changing and reprogramming your inner story through declarations, through visualization, through reprogramming will allow you to actually bring in more of the good into your life. Number 3 is visualization. This comes into painting a picture from number 2, which is reframing your inner story, painting a picture of the ideal person you want to become, the characteristics, the values, the life you want to live, the people you want to be around, the personality you want to portray, the energy you want to show. All these things should be in painting your picture, written down on paper in a journal of who you want to really ultimately be. And this process will then be visualized every single day that you would do. So for example, if you have a full page, you would basically spend 5 or 10 minutes a day in the morning or the evening and visualizing this person, this new person that you want to become through this picture you're painting. This will eventually reprogram your subconscious mind to then take out that old inner story you had and then bring in the new inner story and then reprogram that and therefore make it into a physical reality for you. And that will change your self-image, because what happens when you start to visualize this new person that you want to become is the mind shifts, okay? Everything shifts in you. So your self-image of you changes. You respond differently to people. You think differently. You start to see things differently around you. Your awareness changes, and therefore things will be attracted to you in a different way. The fourth thing is letting go. This is a big one, because to make room for the good, you gotta get rid of the bad, okay? And letting go means doing inventory of your life, all the areas that you feel are holding you back, weighing you down, causing you stress, negative parts into your life. And look at that and think to yourself, what do I have to let go in my life right now to allow the good stuff to come into my life? It could be a relationship. It could be a business. It could be a job. It could be a friendship. It could be letting go of bad food in your diet. It could be a means of the bad spending you're doing. Whatever it has to be, all these habits can be non-conducive towards your growth. So you want to make sure that you're letting go of things that actually are holding you back. And then when you do that, it'll actually make space and room for a new self-image of yourself, new habits, new rituals, new patterns of behavior that will then reflect a new you to allow good things to come in. And this changes your thought process immensely, because now that you have all this open, positive space available, your self-image massively shifts to allow this good, powerful energy to come in and make a new perspective of you align. Number 5 is one of my favorites. It's called the magic mirror. The magic mirror is when you actually have a picture painted in your journal of the person that you want to be and become, and you ultimately want to be in your life, is you start to read that out, okay? You want to take that actual 1-page or 2-page document, and you want to just declare that into the front of a mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself with complete conviction and certainty, you are that person in reflection of the mirror. When this happens, what you do is it's basically telling yourself, okay, that you are going to be this person. You already are this person. A declaration means you are doing this right now. So in this process of doing this, you're slowly and routinely changing your inner story, reprogramming your subconscious mind, changing all these energies in your body that are actually holding you back. So keeping the magic mirror as the last piece is because you want to have an actual picture of you created first. You want to let go of this stuff beforehand and allow this stuff to really be gone before you go into the mirror and actually practice technique. Why is it beneficial? Because looking at yourself in the mirror is a means for complete certainty. You're actually telling yourself through a declarational process that you are already this person. You will be this person. You're becoming this person, and that is personal power at its best. There you go. 5 principles you're gonna use for building a more positive, powerful self-image in your life. I guarantee if you follow this principle, guys, you guys will shift everything in your life. In fact, this new awareness opens up for you. You will see things come into your life more effectively. You'll see business opportunities come to you. You'll see people open up to you more. You'll see things happen in different ways. You will see things released from your life as well as good things come into your life. It's an absolutely magical process. The big thing is accept the good, let go of the bad, make room for the new, and you'll have a new self-image of yourself, a new perspective of you that will absolutely change lives, make a difference, and you'll feel good about this whole process, guys. So follow the process. Share this, guys, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I encourage you guys to practice this stuff every single day. Listen if you want to again so you can get all the information even more, and you'll be guaranteed to get on the right path. Thank you guys very much for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.